Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for October 2025. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we're going to jump right in, Virgo. Welcome. Welcome to a really transformative month. Everything changes. Listen, you've been going through changes, but now this is like the change. This is you being the phoenix rising from the ashes of eclipse season. No? And if you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then I'll do your spread. Then I break it down week by week. We'll pull more cards. There is a lot happening in October, and not everything's on the whiteboard. Okay? And all the blue asterisks, remember, they're the best aspects of the month. Now, first, really big congratulations. Virgo, you made it through eclipse season. You had those eclipses, right? You had the eclipse, the solar eclipse in your sign. And now remember, that's a 6 months process of this brand new you, right? And you are going to be sliding through October, a month that is full of rare, amazing aspects, many that we've never experienced. We have several grand trines overlapping. I mean, when's the last time you saw that? We have Venus moving into her domicile. You are going to love that. And she's forming one of the grand trines. And well, I'll walk you through it, right? Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune and expansion, wisdom, has come out to play. And he's come out to play hard, okay? And remember, he was quiet in August and September. He had like one aspect each month. Oh, just wait until we flip over the whiteboard. October is like a goodie bag, okay? From that Marshall's event that you attended with all the fun stuff. Anyway, this is going to be a month, and it is going to be a month where there is emotional intensity, okay? I want you to know that. All this Scorpio energy, we're moving into Scorpio season, but you're an earth sign. You do well with, the water energy. And there's a lot of water energy this month, okay? So emotions, intuition, compassion, but it's water with a splash of tequila, all right? Because you're going to be charged up and you're going to go far as long as you take inspired action. But this is the type of month where I really don't have to tell you that because Mars is in Scorpio. So you will. Pluto is going direct. You will, all right? A lot of cardinal activation, especially the first half with the Sun in Libra. I'll walk you through that, okay? I'll walk you through that. Just know that this month you're going to feel indomitable for 3 reasons. 1, I just explained the majority of it. 2, October is a month of really deep transformation, which does require some shadow work, some purging. But again, a lot of yours is going to be communicative. A lot of it's going to be the way that you see things, think about things. Yeah. But wait until we get to mid-month. You're going to gain a lot of traction. I'm calling it a gateway. There's a gateway of golden triangles. And we'll explain it when we get there. And then the prison portal. Don't forget that the rare grand trine that you experienced over the summer that put you on the path that you're on now. It's creating this brand new era for you. Remember, Saturn conjunct Neptune, sextile Uranus in Gemini, and Pluto in Aquarius. And Uranus is trining Pluto. There's your pyramid. Yeah? That configuration that is so rare that nobody on this planet has experienced. Nobody in modern human history has experienced. What that did over the summer, it made you into the spiritual warrior that you are now, okay? So yes, there's some squares and some oppositions this month, like any other month, but you're a red belt, you're a black belt, you're certified, okay? Certified fresh. And this is definitely going to be a month with a lot of energy that great energy that you're going to absorb, all right? Now, and it's one of those long months with 31 days. So Wednesday, October 1st, listen, Mercury in Libra will square Jupiter in Cancer. So not a big deal. Mercury's not great in Libra and Jupiter's exalted in Cancer. Okay. And therefore in a stronger position. And Jupiter always squeezes something good out of every aspect, even squares. So moving into this month, Mercury being your ruling planet, squaring Jupiter in Cancer, that's your 11th house, your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals and dreams, right? And your benefactors, allies, friendships, your support system, friendships. I mentioned that. You got a square here. So Mercury in Libra is in your second house. Just, hey, there may be maybe someone owes you money, just get their Venmo account done and done. All right. This is really more about like not being wishy-washy. Mercury in Libra can be a little indecisive. Relationships, marriage, contracts, home, family, all of that can be on the table for you. But the reason I'm bringing this up this day is because Juno, Jupiter's wife, who rules equality and justice and fairness and commitments, marriage, agreements, contracts, Libra's asteroid, right? She's moving back into Sagittarius after being in Scorpio for many months on this day. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so it's Jupiter's home. So she's comfortable here. And you're going to feel a shift right away. Yeah? Right away. It's just a lot more free. It's freedom, it's growth and expansion, a lot more adventurous energy. And there can be something here with legal matters as well, something with the courts, but either way, I really want you to pay attention to this date for two reasons. One, a Sagittarius rules your fourth house. So there's something here with home and family, okay? Significant others, children, all of that, okay? Maybe even a realtor in the mix, yeah? The other thing is Juno will immediately trine Neptune in Aries at 0 degrees. And that's your 8th house of investments, inheritance, bonuses, royalties, commissions. It's money. It's money, money, money. And remember, Juno is working in your favor. So there's something here that's and it's partnerships. It's deepening relationships. And 8th house is transformation. So something brewing here, okay? Something romantic. It's Neptune. There's something dreaming. And there's something happening halfway through the month that can lead back to this. So keep that in mind. If you're a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon for your husband, Mario, your dog sitter, it doesn't matter. Whoever needs to see this, cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn will feel this the most. If you have any planets in any of those signs, between 20 to 24 degrees, if you know your birth chart, you're definitely going to feel it. Now, Saturday, October 4th, this is a big day for you, okay? You've got Venus conjuncting the South Node in your sign. Don't forget, you've got Venus in your sign, yeah? So this, I'm bringing up because you just had an eclipse in your sign on the South Node in your sign. And the past few months, you had the Sun, you had Mars, you had Mercury, all conjuncting the South Node. So you've been releasing a lot. You've been letting things go, leaving things in the past. You've been learning your lessons, karmic lessons. There's something ending here, and it's Venus. So it may be something with relationships, okay? And it's karmic. It's fate. It's on the, karmic note of fate. So and if not a relationship, Venus is also money. There may be something here with money. There may be something here with the way that you see money, your relationship with money, money habits or just habits, or maybe even a creative project, or maybe you being too hard on yourself. It's time to let that go. Yeah. There is a lesson learned in any of the above, actually. Mutable signs, Gemini, you, Sagittarius, and Pisces will feel this the most. And if you have any planets between 17 to 19 degrees in any of those signs, especially Virgo, you'll feel it. Now, Monday, October 6th, Mercury moves into Scorpio. This is passion. This is, I got your back. There's a depth with Mercury in Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio is a water sign. It's like the deep waters, right? Scorpio rules the 8th house. So there is even an intensity here. So keep that in mind. Mercury's a ruler, right? So the mind, communication, all of that, right? Scorpio rules your 3rd house, though. That's Gemini's home. Gemini is the other sign that Mercury rules. So, whoa. You've got Mercury, the planet of communication, in Scorpio that rules your 3rd house of communication. And Scorpio is just kind of that filter that brings that passion and even intensity. Mercury being the mind, Scorpio is very psychological. So you could be going really deep. You could be having deep conversations as well, but intimate. Like this is intimacy as well. The only thing I'm going to say with Mercury and Scorpio, and remember, it's pretty much the entire month, it's deep. So a lot of focus not only on communications, writing projects, conversations you're having, but also online stuff, the internet, third house, rules social media as well. It's a house of connection, right? Communication, but also family, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. There could be some focus there. Travel, short distance travel, and maybe even launching things. Yeah. Selling goods, starting something. Really nice. Just be mindful of that energy where it is a little detective mode. Okay. Very probing. Mercury and Scorpio. Like not letting it go. All right. Like you got to know who took the cookie from the cookie jar. Like right? Or who's wearing the scream mask. Let me check. No, let that go. Because remember, Venus is in your sign, which can be a little over analytical. I got to know the details. So this is a package deal of really, like if you're working on a cold case, this is fine. But this can be a little much because Mars is in Scorpio too. So keep that in mind. He's adding that rocket fuel where it's like you literally sitting in trash cans, look like, detective mode, internet sleuth. That's what this is. So just keep that in mind. And it is going to have a focus on, you may have a focus on partnerships here and investments and building your wealth, but just deep transformation. All right. I just want to make that clearer. Now, the other thing is that right around midnight, we had that full moon in Aries. Okay, so this is happening just right at the time of the South Node conjuncting Venus in your sign. And it's a full moon in Aries it's a full moon. So culmination, things coming to the surface, things being illuminated, right when Mercury's also moving into Scorpio. Aries was your 8th house. That's Scorpio's home. So you see that overlap here of the first few days, just with the conjunction with Venus and the South Node in your sign, Mercury moving into Scorpio, and the full moon in Aries can be really deep for you. Just letting you know, okay? You've got this full moon in Aries in your 8th, again, Scorpio's home. That is deep. That's relationships, it's partnerships. It can be business, by the way. Business partners, it's shared resources and assets, right? It's money, but other people's money, like investments and inheritance, like I said, like commissions, joint bank accounts, loans, taxes, all of that. So there may be something ending here. Remember what happened for you at the end of March this year. That's when we had the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. This is the corresponding full moon, the culmination point. So there's a turning point here. I remember that was a big deal because that was when we had that once a lifetime 4, 5, 6 planetary conjunction happening over that 0-degree point. That was when the wave started, right? Moving us into that prism portal. Anyway, Aries energy is very entrepreneurial. There may be something here that you're doing with someone, all right? You're launching something with someone. There could be some, even just, activity with a partner, business partner. Love is a big thing here for you. We're in Libra season, right? Marriage, love, partnerships. So just, there's got to be activity. Who's going to feel this the most? It'll be cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Anyone who has planets 12 to 16 degrees in any of those signs too in your natal chart. Now, Tuesday, October 7th, Mercury in Scorpio will square Pluto in Aquarius. Remember, Pluto is Scorpio's modern ruler, so adds a little bit of intensity. And Scorpio season doesn't start until later, right? But we have Mars and Mercury in Scorpio at this time. And remember, Scorpio is the scorpion, has a little stinger, and this is a square. So just be mindful. It is Mercury in your house of communication that has a little sting squaring Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Aquarius is in your home. That's the sixth house. You rule the sixth house of work and colleagues and employees and health. So there just may be something here. Be mindful. These planets are not seeing eye to eye. You may not see eye to eye with a colleague, employee, a boss. Sixth house is your everyday activities, your lifestyle. But again, even health. So maybe even a doctor, maybe even a vet even, right? The sixth house rules domestic animals, pets. Everything's energy. The thoughts that you have in your head, the words that come out of your mouth, right? Scorpio energy, again, deep. All right? So just letting you know that this is a little bit like, come at me, bro, energy. The good news is on the 8th, October 8th, Wednesday, you have Venus sextile Jupiter. Now, we will go a lot deeper into this in your weekly forecast next week. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing, especially for you. Venus is in your sign. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer in your 11th house of your future commitments and goals and dreams and your social network and your support system. And this is amazing, okay? Venus, love and money, creativity and luck and abundance and expansion and the profit of and wisdom of Jupiter. The two benefic planets in this harmonious aspect, this window of opportunity, this sextile, and it's happening middle of the week. So you basically feel it the entire week, okay? It's a strong aspect and it's enormously auspicious and very optimistic. And you're going to feel this boost in your daily activities and work and home. And you're going to be very social. You're going to be connecting with others. I love this energy. And again, this is really bringing a lot of luck to social media as well, because that's also the 11th house. So you have an overlap there. There may be something really great. You could even maybe get great news through social media, but I love this. I absolutely love this for you. All right. There's money here too. A lot of home and family energy that's still happening for you as well. But anyway, I want you to think about August 12th. All right. What happened for you around that time when we had the Venus-Jupiter conjunction? This is part of that storyline. And remember, that's a year process. So you may even get like a peak around this time of any seeds that you planted, right? Anyway, this is amazing. Saturday on the 11th, that's when Venus is going to be opposite Saturn. So again, Venus is in your sign and opposite Saturn in Pisces, your opposite sign. So Venus, love and relationships, opposite Saturn in your 7th house of love and relationships and marriage and partnerships. And it can be, if you're not here for love, it can be career. It can be something in work. They can also be one-on-one, as in like maybe your agent or your, wedding planner, whatever it is. Just don't be hard on yourself, okay? It is an opposition where Saturn is very like talk to the hand. This is one of those aspects where he's going full on like hard knocks, right? He's all about life lessons and reality checks and delays and restrictions. And here in love and relationships and money and creativity, everything else that Venus represents. And remember, Venus is in your sign. There may be something here with career as well, because the moon happens to be in Gemini this day, which will also square Saturn. And Gemini does rule your 10th house of career. So just be mindful. It may be like I said, like a work, a boss, colleague, something work related. And with the moon in Gemini, you could feel a little bit restless, but also like stimulated, like mentally stimulated. So use that creative energy around this time if you do feel a little bit of a squeeze. All right. Now, who's going to feel this the most? It's going to be mutable signs. Gemini, you, Sagittarius, Pisces. If you have planets 25 to 29 degrees in any of those signs, you're definitely going to feel this. And just so you know, Saturn, sure, is in an opposition at this point. He's still building you that stability, that structure, commitments for what you want. He's just saying at this point in time, how badly do you want this? Like, you have to work for it. Okay. Remember, he gives you tests sometimes. Now, Monday on the 13th, a loaded day. This is the day that gateway opens. We are about to move into 3 grand trines. Trines are a very enormously auspicious, but when you have a grand trine, it is very supportive, harmonious. Trines have the nature of Jupiter. They work in your favor. So there's this ease and effortlessness, okay? And you're going to start seeing your life really, really transform from this point forward because, first of all, Venus moves into Libra. So Venus is in her home. Venus rules Libra. Venus in her domicile. Venus, again, love, money, creativity, beauty, harmony, what your heart desires, emphasizing the finer things in life, right? Social, and it's fun. Venus in Libra, that is amazing for you because Libra rules your second house of money and finances and salary and income. And you have Venus, the planet of money here, where she's at home and she works for you here. At the same time that you have Mars in Scorpio, Mars in his domicile. So you have the power couple here moving mountains for you. And when it comes to intimacy and investments and commitments, but also money, self-worth, self-value as well. But it's such a social time for you from this point forward. Again, Mars and Scorpio in your 3rd house of communication. This is amazing. This is really, really, really wonderful because you see Pluto is also going direct. He's been sleeping since May. He's in retrograde. So it's like a bear coming out of hibernation. It's liberating, powerful. Pluto's power, empowerment, and also transformation because he's Scorpio's ruler. And Pluto rules your 6, right? So again, there's something here with your daily activities. You're going to feel a charge. Yeah. Work as well. Now, the other thing is that, are we? Yeah, let me flip this over. Okay, Virgo. I know it's late. It's late. I didn't put on that big old lamp. I can't see. It's like a construction lamp or something. Anyway, there you go. Are you ready? Virgo, this is when everything starts changing enormously because you see Tuesday, October 14th, Venus in Libra will trine Uranus in Gemini, which is rare. It happens once a year, right? Uranus in Gemini in your 10th house of career. Yeah. And then you see Venus is trining Pluto in Aquarius. That happens twice a year. That's rare. And that's deep in the trenches, passions. Yeah. That's in your 6th house of work. So do you see what's happening here? You have Venus in your 2nd house of income, salary, money, trining Uranus in your 10th house of career, and Pluto in your 6th house of work. And remember, Uranus is trining Pluto, so there's your grand air trine with Venus. And nobody on this planet has experienced this. It's been 84 years since Uranus has been in Gemini, 250 years since Pluto has been in Aquarius. Connecting with Venus like this in Libra, in her domicile in Libra. Well, what? All the air, like, this is amazing. You are definitely going to see a lot of change. Yeah. And this is part of that prism portal. Remember, Uranus trine Pluto. That's breakthrough energy. That's change. Pluto's revolution. This is part of your revolution. Pluto has that rebellious edge. But this is so much change that it is that energy that you've been feeling requiring you to change to be this new you. And we'll talk about it a lot more in your weekly forecast, but just know you're going to have big career breakthroughs. If you're not here for career, 10th house is just, it's very public facing. It's your reputation. It's what you want to be known for. It's honors and it's achievements. 10th house is also fame. So you see the universe is opening doors for you right now in a really big way. And it's Uranus, the unexpected and surprises as well. This is you having sliding door moments, chance encounters, okay? It's Venus in Libra. So still brings in elements of love and relationships and partnerships too, and contracts. It's a big time for you. It's a really big time for you. And you've also got, well, okay, so we'll talk about that next time, but just know that you're having a big transformation. I want to talk about this. Jupiter trine Saturn. This deserves a mic drop. I mean, what is happening here? Because this has not happened in over a decade, okay? When's the last time you saw Jupiter trine Saturn, right? They're perfecting November 1st, but they're only like 2 degrees apart, meaning they're already merging their energies, and now it's just a buildup to November, but they're still going to be together pretty much throughout November because Jupiter will retrograde. So we'll be kind of just staggering at that degree point. I mean, this is amazing because Saturn's now working in your favor. Remember, trines, auspicious. This is huge. This is where you see that side of Saturn out of nowhere. The guy that comes out of the street, helps you parallel park, is like, yeah, that it really just comes out of nowhere because the bigger picture, the Jupiter Saturn trine, that's going to be next year, right? With Jupiter in Leo and Saturn in Aries. It's part of the Jupiter Saturn cycle that started in 2020. But nonetheless, you have Saturn in Pisces, right? In your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Don't forget you have the North Node there too. Jupiter and Cancer in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams. So what is happening here? And the fact that Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces, there's something big and magical happening, okay? There's Saturn bringing you that stability, that structure. I mean, this is Jupiter trine Saturn. It's success and recognition, long-term goals, your commitments, all of that. They're helping it come to fruition. And there's something to be said about just Jupiter and Cancer in your 11th. There really is possibly something, you becoming part of a group or organization, or like, again, it's community, it's friendships. There can be even like maybe a friend turns into something more. Maybe a friend or a group introduces you to that investor that you're seeking. You just never know, okay? But Saturn is he's bringing that stability for you. All right, now who's gonna feel this the most? It's going to be Gemini, Libra. Oh wait, I'm sorry, the Venus grand trine, that will be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Jupiter trine Saturn, that will be the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But all the modalities are like, they're all impacted. So yeah, everyone's going to feel all of this. Thursday, October 16th, you have the Sun square Jupiter. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast. There's just something here where it might be, again, something with like friendships. Okay, this is actually not a bad square. This is one it's more about like your world. It's like expanding your worldview. All right. We do have let me see here, Saturday, October 18th. I know it's not on the whiteboard. I just want you to know real quickly, we are going to talk about this. And when we get to it, we have the bending of the nodes with Mars and Scorpio, okay? With the North Node in Pisces, South Node in your sign. Jupiter trining Saturn, karma. No? So there's something fated happening around this time, something karmic. Actually, the moon will be in your sign too. We will have the moon in Virgo on the 18th. This is going to be a big day for you. Something fated. And it could be a contract, actually, when I see what's happening here, or a marriage, or there's something big. All right. Now, or going steady with someone. Sunday, October 19th, you have Mercury conjunct Mars and Scorpio. This is bringing, remember, that intensity, Mars and Mercury and Scorpio, but now they're meeting up, they're conjuncting, they're merging their energies. This is high frequency, but with passion, with intensity. It can be emotional too, but it's in your 3rd house. So a lot of this is more the mind. However, Mars is physicality too. So there's a lot of movement here. And we'll go deeper in your weekly forecast. I just want you to know this is going to be enduring all month. Yeah, they're pretty much going to be traveling together all month. And remember, you have Jupiter trine Saturn already. Um, Mars conjunct Mercury. It's really just getting the job done. Yeah, that's what it is. You're going to feel this energy like fueled up. Okay. It really is, to be honest, you know that phrase, you can do anything you put your mind to? That's what Mercury conjunct Mars in Scorpio is, especially for you with all this third house activity, Mercury being your ruler. Yeah. So really amazing. It's stimulating is what it is. Now, the other thing is that's a lot of passion. You're going to feel passion. I feel like you're going to be wanting to socialize a lot, connect with people, network, especially with Jupiter and Cancer in your 11th, trining Saturn. There's just, you're going to be, it's a very social month for you. And then we also have, we have like this grand air trine, another one with a moon in Libra, with a Uranus and Gemini, Pluto and Aquarius. So again, there is something here again with money and career and work. And this is like a little gateway for the new moon in Libra. It's happening right before the new moon in Libra at 28 degrees on October 21st. The new moon in Libra, first of all, Venus ruled new moon, right? Remember, she's in her chariot, in her domicile. Please set intentions. Please plant seeds. New moon in Libra is so romantic, okay? There is huge beginnings here. New opportunities for love and marriage and contracts, your pleasures. But also remember, Libra rules your second house of money. There's something here with money, finances, salary. And this is one of the best new moons of 2025. It's one for the history books because of everything else that's happening. You've got Mercury conjuncting Mars. You've got that gateway of the grand air trine. You have Jupiter trine Saturn. But at the same time, Jupiter trine Saturn is forming a grand water trine with Mercury in Scorpio. So I don't even know what to tell you right now. This is bonkers because there is so much happening in your favor. Third house is agreements and contracts, as well as the seventh house, where, Saturn is in Pisces and your north node, and you have Jupiter in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams. Saturn is stabilizing something here, bringing you that long-term everything, anything, opportunities, doors opening. And it's also very emotionally moving as part of your transformation. So amazing. However, think about what I said earlier about the very first day of October. Remember Juno, who rules partnerships and relationships and contracts and marriage and legal matters in your 4th house? She's going to be sextiling Venus in Libra in your 2nd. So you've got Juno and her husband, Jupiter, creating this optimistic future for you. We will talk about this a lot more in your weekly forecast. Who's going to feel this most? It's going to be air signs, the new moon, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you have any planets 27 to 29 degrees in any of those signs, you're going to feel it the most. But remember, all the modalities are activated. You see, it's everything. So everyone's going to feel this. Now, depending on where you live, Tuesday the 21st, Wednesday the 22nd, Neptune will move into Pisces again. So Neptune, remember, is retrograding back into Pisces. I love this. This is wonderful. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast. But that's creativity. That's imagination. That's your dreams. It's visceral. It's in your 7th house. Relationships. I love it. Neptune is very romantic. Anyway, Thursday the 23rd, you have, we officially enter Scorpio season. So Mars and Mercury is already in Scorpio. So you have a stellium now. 3 planets. For the next 4 weeks, the big focus for you is going to be communication, your third house, and the mind, thinking about things, processing things, new ideas, brainstorming, but also PR, advertising, marketing, selling your brand, launching things, like I said earlier, okay? A lot of even travel. So I really, really love this for you. And remember, this Scorpio energy can be very emotional. You can feel very emotionally moved. Yeah. But you have to direct that energy. Remember, emotions are neutral. Yeah. And I say this all the time. Any thoughts that you have without any emotions or feeling, they have no value. They have no power to engage your neural pathways. Yeah, I'm bringing in science. Literally, I say it all the time, match the frequency of the reality you want, and you can't help but get that reality, okay? So emotions, yeah, they're neutral. It's the energy that you apply toward emotions that put them in motion, okay? Emotions, emotere. We're going all the way back to Latin. Energy in motion. That's what gives you power. That gives you experience and hopes and dreams. And it allows you to create that high frequency and the reality that you deserve. Always vibrate at that high frequency. Okay, Virgo? Because Jupiter will be squaring Chiron this day. Just letting you know. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast. Now, so there's some healing that you're going to do, maybe with a friend, okay? Or a friendship. Now, the 24th, you have the Sun square Pluto. It's a Sun square Pluto. You've got the Sun in Scorpio in your third house of communication. Sun square Pluto, not seeing eye to eye, some power struggles, can be a little come at me, bro energy. So just bear that in mind. But also Pluto's in your sixth house of work and your everyday activities and health. Sun square Pluto can be burnout energy. Are you expending energy into something that it's like, why, right? So just prepare. This is with Venus opposite Saturn, one of the most challenging aspects of the month. But you can remember, you can always use these energies. You can always handle these energies. Use the higher expressions. Actually, let things come to the surface. It's Scorpio energy, right? So there's a lot of maybe even truth coming out, but Mars, the Sun, Mercury, all in Scorpio, right? Like I said, it can be a little like holding on to grudges. So keep that in mind. Who's going to feel this the most is going to be the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And if you have any planets 0 to 2 degrees, any of those signs in your chart, you may feel those strongly. Now, this is the icing on the cake of Libra season and Scorpio season is that the last week you see on the 27th, Mars trine Jupiter. Okay. I mean, it happens once a year. So it's rare. We only get it once a year. Okay. It's a gift from the universe. And remember, you basically have Mercury with Mars, but this aspect you're going to start feeling October 24th. So over the weekend, right? Until the end of the month. This is one of the best days of 2025. You've got the planet of action and drive and passion, Mars, right? In its domicile. You've got the planet of luck and abundance and expansion and wisdom and profit and good fortune, exalted, meeting up. You've got Jupiter in your 11th house. You've got Mars in your third. So I don't even know what to tell. Like, this is like the holy grail for you. This is such a big day for you, especially when it comes to agreements and contracts and sealing the deal and investments and relationships and home and family. There's so much here for you, okay? So much here for you. And we have another golden triangle. We have another grand trine, water trine, with Mars in Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer, and Saturn in Pisces. So you see that Mars will trine Saturn too. That's going to perfect on Wednesday, the 29th. You're going to feel that like days before, days after. When was the last time you saw the two malefic planets working for you, right? So this is just so special for you. I mean, Saturn and Pisces, partnerships, contracts, marriage, love, Mars in your third, signing things, launching things, launching businesses, whatever you want. Like there's something here where Saturn is bringing that promise of that long-term structure and stability, and you've got Jupiter with luck and wisdom, and you've got Mars, ambition and goals, and you've got commitments, you've got optimism, you have expansion, you have it all. The last week, this is so unforgettable. We haven't had this in like 12 years. Okay, this is big. It's a really big deal. And the moon actually will be in Capricorn, and that is your 5th house of true love and romance and fun and pleasure anyway. So what a wonderful time for you. What a wonderful time. Let's get started. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for signing up on Great Awakener. This is the last month for the founding member sale. It's all in the description box. Thank you to those who have signed up. And October is, of course I time everything based on astrology. October is when I do launch my super secret AI project on Great Awakener. All right, Virgo, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. All right, for October 2025. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Wow, Virgo, this is going to be a month. This is going to be a month. It is really dark, isn't it? I probably should put on that, that light. It's bright. Well, did you have that last time? I don't remember. I think we did in the daylight. It's late. I'm trying to get your forecast up very soon before. Anyway, Virgo, y'all, what I do a traditional Celtic cross spread offers the best overview, okay? Especially for a monthly forecast. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. We probably will. Because I always got you, Virgo. You know I love y'all. All right, let's get started. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's... Yeah. You're good. We got to talk about something. But otherwise, you're really good. Now, elephant in the room. 7 of Swords. Okay? Remember what I said about even just Scorpio season, even with just Mars and Scorpio, even with Mercury and Scorpio. Are you being honest with yourself? Okay? Pluto going direct is going to be a big deal too. Remember, Pluto's actually out of bounds, right? All month. So he's a little wild. He's not supervised. So you feel that. Okay? Pluto in Aquarius is your 6th house, everyday activities, right? And this is an Aquarius card. It's attributed to Moon in Aquarius. Now, you can see him stealing the swords in broad daylight. There's a reason for that. He's meant to be caught. So what did I say about all this Scorpio energy? Truths coming to the surface, right? Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto being Scorpio's ruler in your 6th house. Truths coming to your surface, right? Is there anything that you're holding in that needs to come out? Are you being honest with yourself about circumstances as well? Because this card is tied to deceit, dishonesty, lying, cheating, stealing, disloyalty, distrust, all of that. Okay? So bear that in mind as you move into this month. It's just saying, let's be honest with ourselves about the way that we're thinking about things. You could be also, it's almost, it's like, it's saying don't take any shortcuts too, because you could be really good at what you're doing, get away with something, but you do see that 2 of Swords down here too, okay? Because then it's like, okay, now we're a little bit conflicted. So let's just take care of that. And then you've got Temperance in the heart of your spread. So you have an Archangel Michael in the heart of your spread. Really amazing. Balance, moderation, patience. You're good. You got all that? You're good. Mind, body, spirit. You got all that? You're good. Okay? And so there is this element of bringing everything together in the heart of your spread Mix things up too. You know, I always say that with Uranus, you want to shake things up, shake up old routines. Yeah, Uranus, as you know, is very active this month. But you're on a path. You're going to get there. You see the golden disc on his forehead. Trust your intuition, your pineal gland. Like, Scorpio is a very intuitive sign. It's in your third house. So there is a level of, again, merging the two, but merge it all: mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul, all of that. You're protected. You're protected. So it's saying enjoy the moment, be in the moment, okay? Take yourself in the moment, have that awareness. Because when you have that, you know that whatever path you're on, you're going to get there. You're going to get, you see the path here leading to the crowned sun? Yeah, it's crowned. You're going to get there, okay? That's what he's saying, okay? You're good. He's saying, I got you. You don't have to worry. You don't have to try to force anything. None of that. We're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. But you got to be in the moment, okay? Appreciate all the things that are happening right now, all right? The other thing is with that 10 of Wands in your challenge area, it does feel like there's something truly coming to an end. You're moving into something new. Even that full moon in Aries, that actually does feel like there's going to be some weight taken off your shoulder too. But there's something here where, again, are you being hard on yourself? Are you being hard on yourself? Are you taking on a lot of responsibility? Do you feel that it's your duty to take on a lot of responsibility? Have time for you, okay? You're Virgos. You're all about service to others. So this is saying take some time for you. Now, another thing is you're coming out of something that could have been hard, okay? But again, you have to have that peace within, right? You got to know that wherever you're going, you're going to get there, all right? Patience is a really big thing, but you have 2 Sagittarius cards right here. And Sagittarius, remember, Juno's moving there October 1st. But Sagittarius rules your 4th house, home and family, your domestic sector. So there could be something here. All right? There could be something here. The other thing is, it does feel like there may be someone else involved where it feels like they may be a little disconnected from you. And it may be like they're distracting themselves for something. So you've got to remember, communication is going to be a really big thing. Yeah? Now, 6 of Wands in your crown. That's eminence. It's rising above. It's victory, success. It's it's everything that Uranus and Gemini is for you, but also Jupiter and Cancer too. So you're good. Just continue to manifest everything that you want. Again, you're going to get everything that you want, but you got to believe it, okay? With the 2 of Swords in the Ritter spread, there's something you're holding in. You got to let it out. You got to let it out, okay? With that 7 of Swords, the 2 of Swords here. And again, trusting your intuition is going to make a huge difference. It's going to have a huge impact here. I would try different things. I would test a couple of different things out. And Uranus and Gemini is going to help. Remember, that is expanding your mind. That is expanding your consciousness, okay? That 2 of Swords. It could be something with partnerships, relationships, money. This card is attributed to Moon and Libra. You're getting all these, well, these 2 Moon cards. Yeah. Trust your intuition. That's it. There's something that you really have to face. All right? But you're good. You have the Page of Pentacles in your future. So as long as you have that patience, that being aware in the moment, right? That's what living is. Yeah? The past, the present, the future, they're all happening at the same time. So you got to be in the moment. You got to be in the moment. Okay? And that really activates your intuition, your pineal gland. Being aware of the fact that you're sitting here watching this video. I'm on a microphone. Being aware of your surroundings. Pull yourself out of all that noise right here, okay? Page of Pentacles, future. It looks like there's something coming through. Maybe even someone coming through. Pentacles are a physical reality. It could be a relationship as well. Remember, money's a thing for you this month. Great. Job, great. New job. Pages bring that fresh new energy. And they have this enthusiasm. And you know he's not going to let go of that pentacle. He's in it to win it. So again, there's something new happening for you. And there's this grace here that really, it's just, remember what I said. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Right there. Yeah. But let's, face the things that we have to face. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, it is really late. I just looked at the time. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on. You, out of all the signs, to be honest, like there's so many great things happening that so many great things happening that I'm seeing for you. Anyway, let's speaking of the moon, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, you're really good. You have the Page of Swords. I love that. You have these two pages. See things in different ways. Okay? Remember, try different things. Temperance was, the alchemist, formerly known as alchemist, right? You even see the water flowing. And that's another thing to remember. Water flows, right? Go with the flow with the go. But try things out. Try different things. Yeah? Even with the Page of Swords here, with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like there's something here where you need to see things in a different way. I think that's going to be very helpful. I feel like that's going to shake things up, and I think that's it's going to excite you. You have the Two of Wands in your challenge area, okay? There could be someone that's a little, there may be a little bit of hesitation, right? That's why you have Temperance and the heart of your spread, okay? Even with Venus opposite Saturn too. Might have some impact, but there does feel like there is a little hesitation here. Someone who might be on the fence about something. That's fine. Give them their time, right? Divine timing. You got to believe in divine timing. But on the flip side, it does look like there's someone that's ready to start something new with you, like a new journey. So give them the time. It even might be an Aries, by the way. Aries rising, Aries moon. Speaking of which, you got the moon. Yeah. You were so ready to be out of your head. You had a major eclipse month. You have the South Node in your sign since February, right? So yeah, you're ready. You're ready. And I get it. So there's a lot of emotions with the moon, as you know, but a lot of feelings that things do come to the surface, but you have to allow them to come to the surface so you can face them. So you see those two columns here, right? You're that little crayfish. This is part of your path. It's how you evolve. You see the dog and the wolf. You got to get in the sea. Okay? You got to know what's got to go up here. Make room for the new. And have some time to reflect. It really is. It's really just saying, like, Virgo, go meditate. When you come back out, you got something great waiting for you, right? And then you have the Knight of Wands in your final outcome. So there's that charge, right? There's that passion. There's that I'm ready to go. I'm on a mission. Nothing can stop me now. Wait a minute. Are y'all? Yeah. I already told y'all. Y'all are traveling, okay? A lot of you are traveling. Which is really great, right? Travel is a force of good. But there is this sense of just, wow, you want to, and it's in the way of this night, the Knight of Wands, which is your passions, right? Wands are your passions. It's a lot of creative energy. It's feeling ambitious. It's invigorating. Wands have the nature of fire, right? And so you see his tunic with the salamanders, considered fireproof. They could live through fire, right? So there is a sense of him wanting to transform his life and knowing that nothing can stop him, that he's invincible, indomitable. So you're great. Just keep going after what you want, but just again, don't try to force anything and don't be hard on yourself. And there may be someone involved where it's a situation that you may be feeling that it's been having an impact on your life. Okay, there's someone here and it could feel a little bit heavy, and so you just practice that patience. Be patient, be in the moment. This is all about calm. Okay, and you'll be fine. Let's break it down week by week, Virgo. First week, yeah, well, you got Venus conjuncting the south node in your sign, and then you have the full moon in Aries. You have, let me just pull it up. You also have, what was it? Mercury moving into Scorpio. Well, actually, there's a lot happening. Venus sextiles Jupiter. It's also the week that Venus is opposite Saturn. So let's see what comes up for you. Okay, the first week of October. Oh, you got the Eight of Pentacles. Amazing. So you're going to feel that drive right away. The Eight of Pentacles is your card. It's actually attributed to Sun and Virgo. And that you can see this is someone who is very patient, who's very diligent. It is very like wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi, right? Practice makes perfect, all of that. Going after his goals, his legacy, and nothing's going to get in his way. And there is a sense of what he's doing is for others, service to others. But this is like whistling while you work energy. So yeah, you're definitely on there's something you want and you're going to get it. The second week. Okay. Second week, you've got a lot happening. Remember, we have Venus moving into Libra, Pluto going direct. You've got the grand air trine with Venus. There's just, oh gosh, Jupiter trine Saturn. It's a big month. I tell you, it's a loaded month. It's a loaded month. But you got, and then Mercury conjunct Mars. Okay, so that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's see what's going on for you in that second week of October. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, you're good. You're good. You have the Empress. The second week is good. Listen, when I tell you there's going to be a gateway into this enormous, auspicious, abundant, super conscious love, passion, it's the Empress, right? You see the symbol of Venus in her stone-shaped heart here. The golden scepter that she holds, anything she touches turns to gold. And it just seems like there's something new that's happening around this time too, okay? Remember, Venus is moving into her domicile Libra, but this is really amazing because there is this sense of like growth and fertility, and there's the pomegranates all over her gown, and you even see the golden wheat, this new crop. There's like something new is happening, and it's part of your journey to grow. And 3 is all about advancement and development, but it's a very creative number 2, but you're good. There is something. That's money too. Empress is abundance. It's money. It's everything. There's so much magic with the Empress. Also, a lot of like love, sensuality as well with Empress. And it is Scorpio energy, right? So yeah, you're good. You're good. Let's go to the third week. The third week is when we have that new moon in Libra, okay? We have the new moon in Libra, Juno moving back into Sagittarius, going to sextile Venus in Libra as well. Neptune going back into Pisces, the Sun moving into Scorpio. There's just so much. There's so much. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the third week. Yeah. There we go. Third week of October. Queen of Wands. This is going to be a month, Virgo. She's a businesswoman, the entrepreneur. Remember, you got a lot of career and work stuff, and even if you're not here for that, that's just a lot of passion with the Queen of Wands and the Empress, and even this passion to reach his goal, right? But the Queen of Wands, wow, she attracts anything she wants. This is someone who's so not only regal and social, she's very social. People gravitate toward her. She's at that high frequency, but she's also really inspiring. And she inspires so many people because she can get whatever she wants. It's like she has a lot of strength, this vibrancy to her. So I love that. And you're going to be sitting in that throne. And it looks like by the third week, even with, that new moon in Libra, like so much opening up for you. I think that you're just going to, you have even just right across here, all this passion. You're going to feel that Scorpio energy. It's going to be really nice. Queen of Wands, yeah. There's, again, something with work, career, your passions, a lot of optimism with the Queen of Wands and opportunities. There's just something that's going to be really nice. It could be also someone opening doors for you around this time. And then the last week, yeah. Mars trine Jupiter, Mars trine Saturn, Mercury trine Neptune. Oh, wow. All right, let's see what's going on for you the last week. Of October. Don't. So you just got the pair. That's passion. That's passion. That's passion. 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 Come on. You're good. You got the pair. The difference between the king and the queens, kings are a little bit more public facing, right? They're both of them are leaders. The queen's more intimate, right? Like the courtroom, or not the courtroom, was it? The courtyard. Maybe the courtroom. That's a fun place to socialize. But yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. And remember, I said that you may feel there's even like just a little bit of like restlessness. Like there's so much happening, but in a good way. But the King of Wands, that's epitome of fire right there. Epitome of fire. You even see the Ouroboros in his throne, right? There's change that you're going through. The King of Wands is all about transformation. Very transformative king. In fact, when you have the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, wow. That's a big deal. Okay? Remember wands, your passions, but also very work-related, work, enterprise, career, but a lot of creative energy. That wands, very invigorating. There is so much happening up here. And it just seems like you land in this place where it's like by the end of the month, even with that Six of Wands, it's almost like whatever you're manifesting, as long as you remember, whatever you put your mind to, right? All that. That's amazing. You got a lot of wands. And the Empress. You're good. Okay, Virgo, thanks so much. Oh yeah, the second spread. Career, love. We'll look at we'll do this. Okay. Well, health. We'll pull a lot more cards. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link for the bonus spread. Anyone's welcome to join. Really good and legendary members. Virgos, y'all are really, really good. There's this regalness, like you see that right here. Very regal, very charismatic, very just like law of attraction on a platter. Like you are going to be at that high frequency. I love this, Virgo. That's getting what you want, and maybe even turning into leadership roles, right? Or just even like starting your own thing, whatever it is. You worked hard for it. You deserve it, Virgo. Thanks so much. Next week we'll go deeper into the aspects. And if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.